Internet, it's AndrewMycol, and welcome to this week's episode of AndrewMycol News. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about how Instagram completely messed up and how they somehow had a bug with their update. Now let's get into today's episode. And as always, if you are new to the YouTube channel here and you want to see more content like this, then make sure you subscribe so that way you don't miss any updates that are coming and any episodes that come in the future. And make sure you follow me on Twitter so that way you can see all the notifications for when I, post something on YouTube or go live on Twitch or whatever. So all of that's going to be in the description down below. Alright, so if you did not know about the Instagram update yesterday, which I didn't know about it, because guess what? I don't use Instagram anymore. But apparently what happened yesterday was that Instagram was testing a new feature where you had to, instead of doing the normal vertical swiping, where if you're on the homepage you have to vertically swipe to see new content like that, apparently Instagram had a update yesterday where instead of doing that, you had to swipe right. Left. You had to swipe left for new content like you would on stories. Where stories, on the Instagram feature, you saw the story for 13 seconds and then it would automatically go and swipe left to go to the next story you would see. Now, and sometimes you would have to tap on it, which is I think that's the experience I had with it. But apparently, Instagram and Facebook have this belief that because stories have been doing so well on Instagram, which I will credit them, they have been doing well. Apparently, Facebook is trying to push the idea that that's their future, that they want everything to be story-based since everyone uses that. But at the same time, I would counter that argument and I would say, but the biggest thing about Facebook and Instagram is your main content posting thing, like where you normally go to that plus thing on the bottom of your screen. That's how you would, post stuff on your Instagram feed. But at the same time, the viewing pleasure of having to swipe left instead of having to do this, it sounds a little bit, not as intuitive as it should be, because most people, like on YouTube or on Twitch, Instagram is a mobile optimized platform. It's not really optimized for, viewing on a console, whereas on console editions of YouTube and Twitch, yes, you had to go left or right to see new content. The thing with that is, Instagram's not on any consoles, so because they're a mobile optimized platform, the idea that they would try to do something like that, but try to, optimize the story feature and get it pushed more out there, it's kind of, I don't know how that worked. And as you can see, a lot of people did not take that seriously. And according to the CEO, or one of the spokespersons for Instagram, they said, due to a bug, some users saw a change to the way their feed appears today. And this was by Instagram spokesperson who told TechCrunch about this. Now, this whole article that I'm reading from right now, I'm going to put that in the description as well. But basically what happened was Instagram was testing a feature yesterday, and like everyone else, they tried to push it on everyone to see how it would work. But they tried rolling back their thing, saying, no, we didn't mean for that. We just wanted a small portion of people to use that. But what the problem with that is, if Instagram keeps boasting about them having 1 billion active users, they should have a decent sized testing pool. Like, they shouldn't use a small sized people. They should use at least 10,000 or at least 50,000 people, which is not even a percent of 1 billion. It's basically, you have to have a big enough testing pool to where you have a lot of feedback, and you could see whether or not yes or no would count. But trying to do it for 100 people obviously was not their intentions, and they did want to post it on everyone to see what would happen. But that's really what I see about that, and a lot of people were really furious about that, because apparently a lot of people, wanted to do the vertical scrolling because they found it to be more intuitive. They found it to be more easier to do that, more easier to view content on the home page. But with Instagram trying to push this idea that stories are the main future, Instagram and Facebook, it's like everyone wants to keep using their feed where they have to, post it regularly on there. But then when they press on their own picture to see how it looks, instead of them having to go scrolling up and down like they normally would, like on like YouTube or Twitch, they're trying to be like Snapchat, where their whole thing is basically doing that. So it's kind of like, I don't understand what Instagram's thing is with trying to take over the whole world. I mean, first of all, they did it when they tried taking over Vine, which they did because they killed it, and then Snapchat, they stole that feature from them. And now, and this is just really just an opinion, but it seems like they're really trying to kill Snapchat because Snapchat is still widely used by a lot of people. And I'm not one of the people that do use Snapchat, but I do see that there are a lot of people that push their Snapchat on everywhere. With Instagram then having the story feature, it really did seem like Instagram trying to put them out of business, and really, to me, it just seems like Instagram is really desperate for fame and world domination at this point, which I don't know why anyone would do that. But, I mean, if you look at all the big YouTubers and all the big Instagrammers, it seems like all of them didn't take it well at all. Especially coming from a guy called Casey Neistat, and I'm just going to quote this as well. It says, love the new Instagram update, but then sarcastically he says, I don't. It's absolutely terrible. Just seeing how ratioed this tweet can get. Apparently, a lot of people really liked that tweet that he posted because it was the truth. And Instagram then reverted that update because of all the angry feedback that they got saying, no, don't do this. Instagram actually listened and then they reverted it back to the scrolling up and down thing. This basically means that Instagram tried pushing something on the people, but the people pushed it back on Instagram, and now Instagram has it back to where they are now. And so it seems like Instagram tried to be like YouTube for this one time where they would just update something without telling anyone, but this time people caught it before it could actually get pushed, and then people just pushed back on it, and then Instagram just got rid of it. So that's one thing I do like, is that there's a lot of people that are using Instagram, and all those people can take down Instagram, and they can also influence how Instagram works now. So that's just my take on this issue. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about it and if you were affected by it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's episode, and if you did like it, make sure you leave a like. And until next time, I'm AndrewMycol. I'll see you guys next time. Thumbs up. This is just an outro.